We got that Greenville, South Carolina DOT cam. Ooh, James, that is not the fun stuff to drive. And
no, matter of fact, we have this wider shot. You can see all of the headlights. Southbound is going.
Look at the hazards. Oh,
do not use your hazards.
My biggest pet peeve right there. I was just going to say, I can't believe people don't have their hazards on.
The visibility in this shop rat is just gone. I bet you if we come back to it before the end of the show.
So leave that up for a second.
Sure.
So why do we rant about turning our blinkers on? Look at the right side. Look at those people with hazards on. Notice how the lights go off every couple seconds. It's harder to see your car when it has the hazards on. A steady light is easier to see. It's scientifically proven, guys. Okay? Think about it. A steady light is on longer than a blinking light. Blinking does draw attention. So don't think a visibility is the same as attention. The other thing about blinking lights like that is oftentimes people think you're stalled or pulling over or something's wrong, and they're going to slam their brakes on, which can cause an accident. So in North and South Carolina, there is no law that says you shouldn't have your flashers on in heavy rain, in many other states, including Florida, but it is advised not to do it. So please, wipers on, lights on. That's the best thing you can do. Don't turn your hazards on, just turn your lights on. But that's a prime example of just how bad it is out there.
Look at the sea of flashing lights.
Yeah, and look how annoying that is. I mean, if you're driving, it's hard to judge distance. That's the other thing about flashing lights. It makes it harder to judge depth perception. You can't tell how far away or close something is, which in poor visibility is kind of an important thing. So that's the storm we're watching right now, moving through the upstate. Real heavy rain, right along 85, and that's bad news. So that's always a pretty slow section of 85 anyways. And you could just imagine, I mean, again, this is a great example. You can see headlights. I can see every one of those cars, those flashing lights. The visibility is just worse. Imagine if those were all steady lights. It'd be a lot easier to see. The other thing about having your flashers on, it disables your turn signals. So I'd have no idea what lane you're in or where you're going. So just think about that. In many cases, it's better just to have your lights on. So maybe someday, James, we'll have a law in North. Ooh, that was a pretty good lightning strike in North and South Carolina for that not to happen, because it does cause just all kinds of travel issues. And again, I know everyone's mind's in the right spot. They're thinking, I want people to see me. The problem is you're confusing people. That's not what that hazard light was meant for. And it confuses other people. It's like turning your right turn signal on, saying, I'm going to turn it on, but I'm going to go left. When your hazard's on, you're telling all the other drivers something completely different than what you think you're telling them. So just be careful. Please leave the hazards off. Just turn your lights on.